Hello everyone. In previous lectures, you all have learned about forces. Centrifugal force, gravitational force, tides, factors responsible for tides, then effects of tides, waves, structure of waves and so many things. Now we will move towards velocity of the waves. If we stand at the coast, we will feel that the waves are coming towards the coast. If a floating object is thrown at a distance in the sea, we find the object moving up and down at the same place. It does not come to the coast. It means the water forming the wave also does not come to the coast. Thus, the water in the wave does not move. That moves is energy. What moves is energy. Students, let's find out reasons of wave generation. Can you guess what will be the reason of wave generation? Yes, the main reason of wave generation is wind. At times, waves are also generated due to earthquakes or volcanic eruptions also, that is occurring below the floor of the sea. Let's learn about tsunami. In this word tsunami, letter T is silent. Destructive waves of great height that are generated due to earthquakes or volcanic eruptions occurring below the floor of the sea are called tsunami. Tsunami waves cause loss of property and life. In 2004, tsunami waves were generated because of the earthquake that took place near Sumatra island of Indonesia. They devastated the east coast of India as well as Sri Lanka. At the time of risk of tsunamis, it is better to go away from the coast or towards the higher altitudes. In this way, the loss of life can be avoided, students. Now, let's learn about effects of the waves. This is the last point of our lesson. Effects of the waves are two, as given in your textbook. Number one, the waves cause erosion along the headlands. And number two, they create beaches in the protected locations in the bays. Now, come at the page 14, student, and look at the figure 3.12. Such a beautiful beach is created due to the effects of the waves. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it is really beautiful. So students, let's begin with question answers now. Come at the page 15. Question 1. Prepare a chain by matching the following. We have 3 groups here and we have to match A group with B and B group with C. let's begin. We have in group A waves, centrifugal force, gravitational force, spring tide, neap tide. In group B we have eighth phase of the moon, that is quarter, new moon day, rotation of the earth, the moon, the sun and the earth, and wind. In group C we have objects get thrown towards the outer side. In second position in group C we have highest high tide occurs on this day. In C group we have in a third position, these are also generated due to earthquakes and volcanoes. Next, the forces of the sun and the moon operate in different directions. And last, in a group C, operates in the direction towards the center of the earth. Now, let's match waves. With waves from group B, we will take wind. Waves, wind. From group C, we will have these are also generated due to the earthquakes and volcanoes. Now we will move towards number 2, that is centrifugal force. Now from B column we have matching word here, rotation of the earth. Now from C group, object get thrown towards the outer side. Number 3, gravitational force. From B column, answer will be the moon, the sun and the earth. From C column, answer for gravitational force is operates in the directions towards the center of the earth. Next we have spring tide, that is from group B, new moon day. From group C, highest high tide occurs on this day. Now we'll move towards last question, neap tide. Answer is eighth phase of the moon quarter from B group. Now from group C, the forces of the sun and the moon operate in different directions. Our next question is question number 2. Give geographical reasons. Students, this question is already discussed and written in previous session. So, we'll go with question 3, that is answer in brief. We have question here, question number 1 in answer in brief. If there is a high tide at 7 am, find the timings of the next high and low tides on the same day at a given place. Answer. One cycle of high and low tides is completed after every 12 hours and 25 minutes. If there is high tide at 7 am, then low tide would occur when it is 12.5 minutes past 1 pm, while the next tide will start at 7 hours 25 minutes, that is 7:25 pm approximately. Now we'll move towards the next question. If Mumbai, that is 73 degrees east meridian, there is high tide at 1 p.m. on Thursday, then on which other meridian will there be high tide too? State with reasons. Students, answer here for this question. If at Mumbai 73 degree east meridian there is a high tide at 1 p.m. on Thursday, then on 180 degree minus 73 degree is equal to 107 degree west meridian. There will be a high tide on 1 a.m. on Wednesday. This is because a place on earth located opposite to the place experiencing high or low tide also experiences high or low tide respectively at the same time. Question next we have number 3 question in answer in brief. Explain the reasons for the generation of waves. Answer: water moves due to the force, that is energy of the winds. The sea water gets pushed by the wind and ripples are generated on its surface, and these are called waves. Hence, we can say that wind is the main reason for the generation of waves. Waves are also generated due to earthquakes or volcanic eruptions occurring below the floor of the earth. That's all for today's session, students. Complete the exercise which is given on the page number 15. That is all our question answers. Write all these question answers on A4 size papers or in your notebook. That's all for today's sake. Thank you. Have a nice day.